Vinyl community, I am here to do a 10-year anniversary contest response for Is SublimMedia. If you're not familiar with Jonas's channel and you're really into psych music, you're really into jazz music, his is the channel to check out. Jonas and I have a similar connection, which is Doctordeadwax, Canadian, who sadly is not making videos anymore, but he was the one that really got me to make videos, and I was introduced to Jonas's channel through Doctordeadwax. And Jonas, congrats on the 10 years. I hope you can make it another 10. You know, there really isn't a whole lot of folks around that have been doing this for 10 years. I mean, there are a few, but really a lot of people do not have that longevity here on this social media platform. So you inspire me to do more, and I'm hoping that I too can make that 10-year mark. Anyway, you do not have to enter me into this contest. I just wanted to do a response for you. Folks, he really wanted us to show our greatest record store finds, and he said you could show one record or you could show 100. I'm going to show 2 records just to keep the video short. One record I've shown before, but it was a long time ago. The next one, or the first one that I do want to show, is one that probably isn't too common to folks. This is one that I had been seeking for a long time on vinyl, and that is Free the Robots. Now, Free the Robots is a DJ, Chris Alfaro, in Los Angeles. This is not dance music. It is really kind of an amalgamation of different things. This is his first EP, which was dropped in 2007. On this EP, there's this wonderful song called Diary, which I absolutely love. It is this amalgamation of jazz, a little bit of hip hop, and box organ music. There's just nothing like it, and I love it. He had 2 subsequent EPs which were digital only, but this is the only one that was released on vinyl, and it's not a super expensive record, but it is rare because, I don't think there were that many pressed. And I do recommend checking this song out, so here you go. Like a train in Diary. Now, I'm going to show a jazz album, and this is the one that I had featured a long time ago. So in my local record store, a lady came in trying to sell records from her grandmother's estate after she had passed away. She had set them down on the counter, and my record store owner said, "Hey, I'll take a look at them later. Come back in a couple hours and I'll make you an offer." So I asked the record store owner, "Hey, can I thumb through these? Can I see, what she has?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." And so what she had was a treasure trove of Duke Ellington LPs. And most of them were not in that great a shape. I mean, VG at best. A lot of them were VG minus. So there were probably about 50 records of Duke Ellington. She had some other stuff like Artie Shaw and Benny Goodman, and so stuff from the 40s and big band. But amongst all the Duke Ellington LPs was this one here. This is Thelonious Monk Plays Duke Ellington, and just look at the cover. I mean, it is mint. There is not any damage on this cover at all, and the LP is basically just the same. Now, this record was kind of foisted upon Thelonious Monk contractually, it's my understanding. So he had a hard time selling, and previously he had done some work for Blue Note, then Prestige. This was one of his first Riverside albums, and Riverside's owner Orrin Keepnose said, "Hey, let's do an album of covers and see how well it sells." So this Obviously this lady did not like this because it was mint compared to some of the other ones, and Thelonious Monk has a very unique style of playing. So what I like about this is Thelonious takes Ellington's tunes and makes it his own. So just fantastic renditions of his music. It also features Kenny Clark on drums and Oscar Pettiford, so it's a trio. Oscar Pettiford was a wonderful bassist, unfortunately passed away in 1960, but Monk allows for Pettiford to do some very wonderful bass solos, which I absolutely love. So I can't recommend this enough. This is not a super expensive record, but you know, in the condition it goes for, you know, I'm sure you could easily sell it for $200 or more. I was happy to pick it up for a whopping $10. So this is probably one of my better jazz finds. Now I found Blue Notes, but not in the same condition as this. So yeah. So there's a couple of examples. Jonas, again, congrats. I hope to see you around another 10 years. Again, you're inspiring me to keep on going, even though my rate has slowed down a bit. But for those watching, check out Jonas's channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Hey everybody, it's Mark, Doctordeadwax, and it's time for the Inbox Challenge 2, Day 19. And today's numbers were picked by SublimMedia, Jonas. Just got back from New York City, I see. Had a good time, I bet. Next is Mike Rutherford. This is his second solo album, Acting Very Strange. There's the back cover. Possibly the worst solo record released by any member of an A-tier progressive rock band. Definitely. Of the ones I've heard. And I've heard a lot. Now, Stuart Copeland drums on this. Great drumming. The big criticism about this record, when you read the critical reviews, is that Mike Rutherford sings on this record. Because Mike thought, you know, you release these solo records, and you bring in other people to sing on them, and it's just kind of weird. However, after this dog, he created Mike and the Mechanics and had other people come sing on, many other people come sing on those records. The problem with this record is not the singing. I have listened to some of the absolute worst singers in the world, and he's better than them as a singer. Now, some of the worst singers in the world are just better than this. This has the most horrific songwriting. There's a song on here where they just repeat a line over and over again, and I just thought I might like lose it. And then I turned the record over, and then there's another song on here called Couldn't Get Arrested, where they repeat couldn't get arrested over and over again, more than they repeated the line in the other song. It's well over 100 times he says couldn't get arrested in his not so great singing voice. And I was going to play the record again and count them because I was kind of getting a little fixated on this. And then I realized if I did that, it might be the end of the Inbox Challenge.